Alrighty, welcome back. We've got the car outside, the Hudson Terraplane. First thing comes to my brain is I'm wondering if we drove it back and the man we bought it from would know that it had a haircut. I'm just kind of wondering that. But today what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to put the seats back in it. We've got a trailer we're actually going to go to the dump. We're going to take some stuff to the dump, and the reason being is a lot of the interior we've got piled in the shop, and it's no good for anything other than being junk. But Jolene's going to take a walk around the car and show you the car. Obviously we've got it outdoors. I'm going to try to get out some stuff and put it in the trailer and try to get the seats back in the car. But there she sits in all her glory with what we have done to it. Yesterday I put sanded some filler off. It puts a little bit of body filler on it. The paint didn't suit me. It's kind of purplish, so I just mixed up a little bit more paint and blew some more paint on it, and now I'm happy with it. I'm very happy with it. We are trying to keep this car as rustic as possible. It is not finished by no means, and what I mean by not finished is there's a few things that I'd still like to fix. There's some dents in it I'd like to sort of play with a little bit. There's some little bit of rust on the running boards I'd like to play with a little bit. I don't think we're going to make a video out of it or anything, but there is a couple things that I would kind of do to it before we go for it. So now what's going to happen is we got to make a list of all the stuff that we need, and then we will go for it. The shocks, the brake lines, probably the master cylinder, get the motor running, get the lights geared up, get it rewired, get it so it runs and stops and drives. But that's basically what we're going for. We'll probably have to put another gas tank on it, no doubt in my mind. Yeah, I'm happy with it. Very happy with it. Jolene even asked, let's drive that one, she said, and I said, yeah, sure. Basically, you can only drive one car at a time also. You can't drive 6 cars at a time. It's bright out there today, so I'm going to have my sunglasses on and off, obviously. Not sure what to do with this piece of copper pipe, but I'm going to move it out of the way. I've got the seats out of the car. I'm going to put the seats back in the car, but I want to blow them off a little bit. That way there we can sit in it when we're going to steer it, when we're going to move it and that sort of stuff. Jolene says that we have approximately, what's that? Approximately 20 days on what we have done. I feel that, you know, if you can find an old car like that has not got any rot in the floor and that sort of thing, you really could make a cool looking hot rod just like we did. It did not take that long. Like I said, 20 days, so we got 20 hours into it. Add a few for when you weren't watching. So we'll say we probably got 30 hours in doing what we have done. I'm going to try to blow this stuff off, and then we're going to try to put this seat in. And a lot of the stuff is just roached, so it's going to stay out of the car. Yesterday I blew the car out, and wow, it was quite a storm of dust, wasn't it not? I'm not talking for a couple minutes. I'm talking for 10 or 15 minutes. Everything had ashtrays. She got the dual ashtray in the back, the his and hers. That's my side and that's your side. If you fill your side up, empty yours before you use mine, huh? His and hers. I've got the seat situation in the car, and I have some bolts here. I've got it labeled. See that right there? When I first started restoring cars, I was backing out of the wind. I did a few cars where I tore them all apart and I did not label it and that sort of stuff. And in the end, that's a big mistake. We have a car in the yard right now that is the same way, and I'm feeling it's a mistake, but you can overcome it, I guess. If Jolene wants to take a look inside this car, just to show you how really good it is, you know. Like, I mean, it has visual rust on the floor, but there's no actual decay, I guess, of what's going on. This car is actually quite something else. So this is a little seat backer and forther, and I'm going to try to put the seat back in it that way there, and I'm not sure what goes where, not yet anyways. That must hold the seat down, those ones there, these two. Thought there was a couple like that, but alrighty. I'm thinking these two probably went up front, and the reason being is it had a lock washer on it. These must have lock washers on them. No, one. It's a beautiful day here in Nova Scotia, and it sure does get the people out, I can tell you that. People wanting to do stuff, and people, whatever, just people doing whatever they can. I think both of these had a washer, no doubt in my mind. So I'm just gonna, I think that goes there. And when we did this car, all the bolts come out nice. It did. Like, it's hard to believe. I'm thinking that goes there. I'm thinking the longer ones go through the wood. I want a washer for that. I'm going to get a washer for that because these two's got washers. They're for the back, no doubt in my mind. I'll get a washer for this. And then I've got to carry out all the stuff. You'll see all the junk that we carry out to put in. I use everything, so let's get a ratchet before I even get out there, and then we can put the, I should have a set of tools that I can just go to and pick them out and use them, but I do not. It's probably on the air. I might even pull the air out if I have to. We'll stick that in first. The other side. So on the paint and the filler work, we was not looking for perfection. We was looking for just to put some paint on to make it look like it's never been messed with, actually. So it would be kind of funny to drive the car back and to see if the guy's name was Wayne. It would be nice to see if Wayne would actually know. If I pull that in, that made that in. There we go. That now, would you? Hard to believe they're still working it. These little longer ones are for here, no doubt. I probably should have sprayed them before I put them in. I'm gonna go get some stuff, spray them before I put them in there. That way they'll come back out easy. And I probably will do something with the floor after, but I just want to get the seat in there. I'm not done with the car by no means, but we'll still be waiting on the glass. There's, you know, but we probably will go farther with this one, no doubt in my mind. It's nice to get outdoors, though. It really is. I didn't even say I'm bad Chad your man, Queen Jolene's on the camera, did I? I don't think I did. Now, you know what freaked me out? Is we're outside. Anyways, I'm bad Chad and Queen Jolene's on the camera, and we are on air. Alrighty. I want to get some penetrating fluid. I busted nozzle off that the other day. We'll just get a can here, just be a second. That's quite a mess of junk, isn't it? What? Helped out a little bit, sure did. Squirt some on the front before I nail that down. Now you can imagine if I had just put that everything in a bag, the nuts and bolts, I would not have had a clue where these went. I would not have. Stop it. I really want to get it started, so it's in there. Ouch. Before I start putting the air to them, I really want them to make sure that they're going down in there right. I'm going to grab a little ratchet just to make sure, and then I'll buzz them in with the air. Or even a wrench will be fine. Oh man, we're outdoors. It's absolutely gorgeous. A little bit of wind, but you know, summer's on its way. I'm thinking we're started. We'll sap them down with the air. Enough. You want to push that one back? Can you push that one back, Spear? Every way possible. Just push the whole thing back. Push back there. All right, I get it. Come on back. I'm going to spray a little Crown on them because I think that it deserves it. Sometimes taking this stuff apart, what can I say? It's a challenge, but I think we have a knob. We got a knob missing somewhere. I'm not sure what the knob is off of. This car is going to need a new key switch to get started. You want that door shut? Yeah, we're going to need a new key switch to get this car started. You see that? Good. I had a little spot there. I thought dash come out fine. It's got a nice looking dash in it, I think. But we got another little dash knob here. I'm just not sure where it goes because this one looks like it's a factory thing. It's got a turn thing going on. Must be wipers or something like that, no doubt in my mind. but I'm not sure. I picked it up and put it in the bag anyways. So these 4 must hold the seat down. We'll just get a little bit of crown on them right now. Actually, doesn't hurt a bit, huh? Doesn't hurt a bit. Other than get over your feet. So what we'll do is we'll end up probably washing this car down, and then we will probably, I'm guessing for right now, we probably will wash it with probably a sponge and some water and some Comet. It's got like a what can I say? It's got like a coarse sanding sort of deal thing going on. The rust is quite heavy, so I'm not sure if we want to knock it down some bit. We want to take the scalies off it and all the dirt off it. But I'm thinking that the Comet will kind of sand the paint also at the same time, because it should be coarse. We'll wash it down with a sponge and some water, and maybe we'll throw some clear coat on it. I'm going to pick this seat up and put it in that car. I don't know if that was a big mistake or what, but it just seems easier than hurting my back. I'm caught up, aren't I? And it won't mess off. You like that, do you, Jolene? You like that? She loves that when I get in turmoil, boy. She loves that. She likes to laugh at me, and I don't mind it a bit. You know why? Because I got. All right. Sometimes putting a seat in a car is not the easiest thing to do. But a little bit of now. Go off the other side. See if I can get a bolt started. And generally, when you chop a car, generally the seat has to be messed with, and the reason being is it's got you up too high in the steering wheel's in the way. Don't move now. Be still. I won't hurt you. Look at that now, would you? It's in there. Ouch. Pinched me. I'm going to go to the other side, see if I can get the other front one in. Didn't start, did it? Hard thing to do. See if we get the back one and see what happens there. Can't see it all. Do you see that? Mm-hmm. Did I ever get lucky? Did I ever get... Nope. That one doesn't want to... There's gonna be a lot of luck going on here. Let's see what happens. This one does not want to line up. Layer in this situation, see what happens. That one's going good. I'll bang my head about 15 times before I figure out that steering wheel's there. That one's good. That one's not. Alrighty. That went. Hey! Who's your daddy? I'm gonna leave that like that. That's good. Good. Awesome. We're all the way back. That's good. Put all that crown in there for myself to get into, didn't I? Huh? Sometimes not very proud. Okay. Alrighty. Just got the interior done. We got it done in light brown. Don't light a match. So we have the interior back here. I kind of kept it all. Well, I did keep it all for the sake of what? For patterns and that sort of stuff, but to be honest with you, I don't know if it's really worth patterns or not. Like this piece here, yeah, I don't know if it's really worth patterns or not. Like it's kind of, really hard to say. I'll just throw it here, I guess, and take a look at it as I go. We'll put it out here, and then we'll figure out what I'm doing with it. To me, it looks like poo-poo, but these here are roof pieces, I know that. We do have a visor. Keeping that. Like even the door skin, like it has. That's the door skin. It's not something I want in the car, but it has a metal surround that goes around it, which I don't know. I really don't know if that's something that I want to go back in the car like that and have the material around. I suppose we can go. I don't know. That would be up to an interior guy whether that stuff is usable or not. It's a good thing I got my glasses on because you see the face I'm making. Like that there to me just seems like there's wood in that. This is a pattern for around the back window. I'm sure you could lay that out and use that, but there's another thing I don't know. Whether someone would want to make their own pattern. Just gonna have to go through it, I that is a pattern for around the back window. We'll keep this for sure. I'm saying that's garbage. That's a roof thing. Keep that for sure. Trying to get to the seat is what we're trying to get to. Look at that nice little nest, would you? All of these garnish moldings have to be dealt with. Felt weird, whatever that was. And you know, I'm hoping that you don't have to know how I'm going to do it, but it's each piece is a 2-inch piece of tape, a 2-inch piece of tape, cut in half, put it back together. Exact same thing I did on the Pontiac. The wind's coming up quite heavy. Basically, I just want to get these seats out of here, and I'll figure out what I'm doing with the... These are the back pieces that went along the seat. I might blow them out and put them in, I'm not sure. Not sure. We'll keep those in here for a second. Do the armrest for the back seat. The glass. I'm not sure if we did a video when we took the glass out or not, but it's quite something how the glass was hooked up. You can see the little track here, and you turn that and it rolls the glass back. That is so cool. It's so simple, it's just like a can opener, but it has little teeth there and has a little wheel there that hooks onto your glass, obviously, and just wheels the glass back. So cool. So cool. Yeah, a person wonders, you know. Quite something else, eh? What do you think, Jolene? Huh? You want that in your car? Huh? Afraid you might catch something. We got the mirror. We'll obviously keep that. Got all the screws with it. Not much of a mirror left, but these are all the metal pieces to the door skin off the front. Did not take the skins off the back, and the reason being in that they were pretty decent, and I just covered them up with something before I did some welding. These are metal troughs that hung underneath the back windows. They obviously figured they were going to leak, so they put a trough underneath there, and then they had a little hose hooked to that went down through the wheel well, and you can see if they got plugged up, that one didn't get plugged up, that the rain would run down out of the car, which is a great idea, I guess. There's no rot in the car, on the wheel wells of this car, so I'm figuring they did a damn good job of planning how to do it. By the wheel well, the back seat. Another door skin that I took the metal off of, so that's garbage for sure. I'll probably peel the metal out of that one, probably. Me and Jolene might even make a few patterns for, not sure if this is the front seat or the back seat. Let's take this bad boy outside. Ugh. The little squirrel, or whatever it was, got into every piece and bored its way in and bored its way out. That I'm saying is the back seat. Well, the reason being is it's got that cutout there for the armrest. That's what I'm thinking. This must be, I'm saying it's the back seat. Look how full that is. Huh? Keep the interior, they say. Keep the interior. Okay. Okay. I picked some of that out. So I'm thinking that I'm thinking that that's the back seat Yeah, there's not much left of what's going on. And I'm thinking that this is the front seat. Look at that now, would you? Wow. Just nice to get this stuff out of the shop. Here is it was a squirrel, I would say, because there was more nuts in it than a Snickers bar. This is the package tray that was in the car, so that's a pattern, obviously. Package tray. I am going to. They chewed right through her. They chewed right through her. Not sure what to say. Is that the front seat or the back seat? Anyways. Yay! I'm thinking that small seat is the front seat, I'm thinking. I'm going to blow that sucker out. And the reason I'm thinking that, it doesn't seem like it has a... Oh my. Did I have an air gun in here? I left my... That's quite small, so I'm thinking it's the smallest seat is the one up there is the front seat. I think what I'll do is I'll get my gloves. Door shut nice on this car. This is garbage. When you're messing, we took a load of tires to town this morning. We have the trailer. We bring back a bunch of stuff that we got with the Thunderbird. We brought back the engine, the two bumpers, the transmission. It was quite a chore last night. But you can imagine, as we're playing in these cars, the amount of material that we lug home and that we lug out of here. It's quite something else. There's a lot of material that builds a car, and generally, just like this, once you get a car, then there's hours of cleaning up the shop after, because that's basically it. You have to clean it up. It built quite a home. Gross. Kind of wondering where all that come from, you know? What did they rob to do that? Shake my head. There was so much of that inside the car, it was crazy. Like that? Is it coming inside the shop? Get my face out of there. Try the vacuum, I guess. That'll plug up in no time. Air and the vacuum, no doubt in my mind. See what happens. The unseen stuff of a restoration. Not even a restoration, of a cleanup. The unseen mess. You would never think unless you saw. Can't get down in there. Get in there. Plugged up already. I'm losing interest real fast. Garbage. How do you get it out? Well, people, the struggle is real. The struggle is real. I don't really want to put the seat back in with that stuff stuck in there, to be honest with you. I just put that crown on the floor, you know what's going to happen. That stuff is going to stick to that floor with that crown that I put in there. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut this shy. I'm going to mess with that. I'm going to throw this junk out, and that's what I'm going to do. Just going to cut it short, and the reason being is if you take a look at that seat out there, that's the back seat. I would like to put the seats back in it, but it's going to take me hours to blow the seat out so I can put it back in the car. And if I don't blow it out, the person that does the interior is going to have to do it, if you know what I'm trying to say. It's either me or somebody else, and in the end, I will either pay for it or I'll be the one to do it. So it's kind of half dozen one or the other. But let's do another little walk around of the car. Jolene can shut the doors, and we'll say, have a great day, everybody. Appreciate you coming back. Thanks for watching. We got the car outside. We're probably going to start something fresh probably once we get the seats and all that stuff done. But that's what we're going to do. Appreciate everybody coming back. It's just a process, and the process is to clean out the interior and put a couple pieces in and throw what I do not have in the junk. I can't keep all the stuff in the shop, but that's where she is. A chopped top, 2 fender skirts, 2 side mounts, 2 lowering blocks, filled and made to look old and painted in 30 hours. You can do the exact same thing I can. And I think it'll be a lot of fun seeing that thing going down the highway with the roof lowered down on it. All right, everybody. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for coming back. Appreciate it. The content today was squirrely, but that's what I have to do to get the seats in it. And come back tomorrow, and we'll probably surprise you. Like, comment, share, and tell somebody to subscribe. Have a good one, everybody.